What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Вкусно, спасибо. Вкусно, спасибо. И тебе тоже. Мне показалось, что ты вздыхаешь. Железку, конечно, удалось одну, хотя она и присохла. А тыквенный пирог со сгущенкой действительно очень неплохо. Конечно, он изнутри выглядит забавно. Такой ровный слой.
Настя. Настя.
Kurt. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain.
Здесь что
Say
надо
no to
делать?
a little help.
Of course.
А
Where is
тут
the
что надо
supplier
сделать?
located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then.
А что
We'll
надо?
put it on our list of
Давай.
visits.
Что Юрий Викторович написал? Что надо сделать? Да.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Ptolemy and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not
Ну, я
far
уже
from
пытался
here.
сделать еще.
We could go there first.
Very well. You think Constantine
Ну,
will be waiting for
сюда
you?
заехать?
Позвонили?
I don't know,
А, вот он
but it
как.
is
А
certainly
я,
worthy of
блин, так
inspection.
пытаюсь. Так. Давай я сделаю.
Ромашка, ты меня слышишь?
А,
Говорю, что, тренеру-то позвонили?
а?
Говорю, тренеру-то позвонили?
Шурик написал, он пока не ответил.
Точно написал?
Да.
Или сказал, что написал?
Нет.
Тебе привет от Танюхи.
И ей тоже.
И тебе тоже.
А, значит.
Большой.
Ну, чё он? Я понял, Сань, ну, там надо. Другую тачку надо. Настя, ну мне же не видно. Куда ты залезла?
Your Excellency,
Lady de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Teofredi. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene, and I'm
О,
accompanying
сейчас мы
him.
его сделаем.
I had no
Вот
idea
этот
you would
джип
be leaving
нормально.
so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been
Ah!
sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off
Сань,
as an
тачку взорвал,
outlaw.
да?
Do people actually give
Еще,
credence to these
еще тачку
lies?
возьму.
Alas, yes.
Я
They
сам
snatch up
заеду.
his celebrated panacea.
Тебе помогу.
Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine,
Чем
alchemists are our pride. This
А?
vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at
Я
the same
написал.
time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the
да.
city center.
Да?
He is said to be clever
Да?
and mean. Be careful.
Так. Вот здесь. И... Не учи отца. Здесь уже знаешь. Да, не читать тебя. Не читать тебя.
Какие-то сантехники.
Лучше меня
Would you be so
умоляет.
kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of her allies.
Так, один трюк
The
я сделал.
alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years
Кто
ago.
меня зовет?
The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
А, ничего какого надо
Our
подбросить.
relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade.
Я ему уже 2 раза отправил.
The exchanges are very
Ну и чё мне
profitable,
летит?
especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our
Его надо
number for
подбросить
quite
как
some
можно дальше.
time. But your princes insist on
И чё,
maintaining
куда вот
a
сюда?
neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent.
Нет.
It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tifradi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is
Его надо
true
было
that we founded
просто его
Hikmet,
долбануть
our
там.
newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me.
Давай.
It is a luxurious island.
Nice.
An enormous dead volcano
Да нет, боюсь
thrones
палку.
in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before.
На, всё.
Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
And what of your war with Ptolemy?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tifradi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Ptolemy has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Нам теперь вот какой надо трюк сделать, Санек.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir Fredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You were hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Выставляешь? Угу. Угу. Только там... Нет.
Could you tell me anything about Ptolemy?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet. The High...
I've heard say.
They believe, but they're different.
I must be going.
May the...
The merchant is there.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you.
В день за
Makes one wonder which one of the two of
работал
us is
как
a
сейчас
coin
за
guard.
5000 в день. Это вышло бы намного больше, чем я сейчас получаю. За что? Почему 5000 в день? В неделю? 5 дней. Какими тут с войером целый.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung, and that you finish your days in prison.
I beg your pardon, milady, but you are not my master. Moreover, the attendant at the guard was quite specific, saying this affair should be handled with extreme discretion. So I seriously doubt that you'll be wanting to drag us in front of a judge. That would stir up the muck.
Whatever is he talking about, Kurt?
Your guess is as good as mine.
This is preposterous. Your master is a thief. And I have no patience with bandits and robbers. Either you give us back what's ours, or we'll take it.
Your idea of diplomacy isn't all that different from
Смотри,
mine.
смотри. Ух ты, ё-моё, смотри, ракета.
The merchant's clerk isn't hearing your arguments. The only thing left is a show of strength. Sorry, Greenblood. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have gotten you mixed up in this.
Ай, ай, кто папу кусает?
А он там что, снимает и битум и это?
Алло, да. Да, это Настя. Нажала. Алло. Ну чё ты? Дима там.
The merchant is there.
Нет, а мы же еще на больничном. Ну, у него была температурка, зубы.
Он прислал мне сообщение, сказал, что ходом, блядь, пока доедешь. Не, сейчас будет.
Good day, my lady.
У нас 0:30 было.
You can start. This.
Он у Минки даже трубач.
Your master.
And sorry.
Why don't we go?
When we...
You.
This stubborn...
I don't think you understand, Lady Desarda. During our conversation, that's regrettable. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return unless you'd rather. Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us. To my help! And to the others!
А Димас там слышал, Марк? Машка! Не знаю, он вылетел, нет? Возможно, закрылся.
You can. This. Your master.
And sorry.
Why don't we?
Well, if these...
This. You.
This...
I don't think that you know as well as.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. I order you unless you'd rather. Now that's a wise.
Thank you. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Дочку? Дочку? Зачем тебе дочку выравнивать старую? Старую паркетную дочку. Странно.
To my help! And death to the others! To my help! And death to the others!
Он? Такой же, как и ты? Ну не то, что не русский, я имею в виду, ошибки допускает.
Lady Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, no. If he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see. Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome! It's such a pleasure. Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity.
You'll find all you need in our collection. Whatever you need to be the powerful Serene.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still. This little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice!
A file only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him? I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make...
Hello, milady. My apologies, but I do not have this...
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Штукатурка. Керамзит.
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Go home.
I must go to the dispensary. Maybe I will be able to make myself useful there.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
I have seen so many horrors. I so wish that I could get far away from here.
Ну, Дим, ну что опять за херня-то начинается?
В принципе, фигачка.
знаков препинания.
Скажи, старый советский. Как она хз?
Алло.
To my help, and death to the others! Broke your armor! Be careful! Careful, Greenblood! You're wounded!
Ну, мне, во-первых, сама елочка не нравится, а во-вторых, цвет от нее все равно будет такого цвета. Ну, да.
Ай, ну что такое? Нельзя, это нельзя, нельзя.
Посмотреть что?
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, Quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People were still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Oh, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Teofredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace, and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps. But you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
6 сантиметров? Нет, меньше.
Ну не 6 миллиметров. Я еще у мамы спрошу. Как они переподписывают.
I'm going to help you leave the city. But you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
На что ее крепят к стене? Или на пену? То есть на шуруп, короче, длинный саморез. Коробка. Я не про порог. Да, покажи мне коробку. Нет, около пола.
The servant's door. The lock's double bolted.
Мужика, который нам пол сделает на выходных. И возник вопрос. Нам эти дырки оставлять для последующей коробки или все-таки сделать над полом, а дырки закрыть?
The key to the tavern.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
Хорошо, там, где не несущая стена, у Димки в комнате. И он в нее тоже вкручивал?
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you are angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd. I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped. He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
I can procure you some excellent potions, as long as you promise to put an end to this. True potions of healing, like those you thought you were buying.
What are you, some sort of alchemist then? I hope you're not the same feather as the other. If that's the case, we have enough rope to hang the both of them!
Trust me. I swear that each and every one of you will receive one.
Oh, our trust was already given. We're going nowhere without seeing the merchandise.
Such a large number of potions. This story's gonna cost you a fortune.
These vials could be lying around anywhere. I need to keep my eyes peeled.
И кошку не забудь.
В смысле показать или выловить?
Выловить. Или выгулить.
Сейчас.
It's blocked.
Ромашка, ты еще играешь там, нет? Алло.
To my help, and death to the others! Green blood!
Для обработки дерева. И потом, говорит, можете за 12 тысяч, да, типа сделать. Я у него спросила, я говорю, это вот за все? Говорит, ну вот если ты больше, говорит, ну я и за 12 сделаю. Ничего страшного, там все.
Find all you need in our selection, whatever you need to be the talk of all serene. Он вообще сказал, что вы можете... А, он мне вот там прислал статью, деньги для сверху, что вроде я хочу составлять я не дам каналу маркетинг точку, а как это средства, нет, он прислал, конечно, красиво, вот нет, там средства.
Угу. Да,
Миленько выглядит.
Ну, понятно. Угу.
Ромашка. Алло.
Сейчас, Дим, освобожусь.
Живой.
Ясно. Я сегодня дома, выходной. Я завтра на работу поеду. Ну, у нас 30-ка. У нас 30. Ну да, сейчас потеплей. Сегодня крещение. Пойдешь на крещение? Нахуй надо, да? Конечно. Сань, дай пульт. Ну, хрен знает, может быть. Ну, я тебя хуй. Ну да. Ну да, тебе-то вообще никуда не надо. Ну да. Ну да. Угу. Ладно, чё. Да, это понятно.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's
Дань,
nest?
там что, работает?
Yes. I need to get you out of here. I have unlocked the server's entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob?
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your cart.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients.
Да он там, блядь, что-то обещался, блядь, все, я приеду, там, что там взять, блядь. Так. Блядь, такой балабол, я говорю, хуй тогда говоришь-то нахуй, ёпта. Пизду его. То все, сегодня жди меня. Я думаю, ну ладно, что приеду, после работы посидим, может там с ним поговорим. И все, и я ему пишу, и нахуй тишина. Я говорю, блядь, такой пиздобол, блядь. Только пизди, только языком, блядь.
Angry customers. Do we have no choice but to go this way?
Ладно, я тебя понял. Ну, стойки поменял, что прокатился, нормально. Я понял. Настя, собирай теперь. Настя. Угу. Угу.
Customs. I should have stayed at the tavern. I was safe.
To my health! And death to the others! Careful, Greenblood! You're wounded! Careful, Greenblood! You're wounded! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Да я вообще не вижу смысла нахуй тебе это делать операцию просто. Если у тебя все нормально, я не знаю. Ну нахуй лезть, ну просто тебе надо найти маленько другую работу. И все, как бы. Ну и поменьше нервничать, и это и ничего там не будет, блядь, вылазить, ёпта. Чё? Я не вижу, ну я бы не стал, не знаю. Обошелся без этого.
My cart, finally. I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Just do us the favor of never coming back. And stop this deceitful commerce.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Move along now. Get out of here while there's still time.
Да хуй тоже, блядь,
Farewell, my lady.
Посчитал зарплату, блядь. Ну все наебывают, блядь, тоже уроды, нахуй. Меньше платят. Ну, конечно. Ну, на премии же меньше платят сейчас. Ну как-то это... Не знаю, мне не очень нравится зарплата. Ну, хоть так, конечно. А что еще делать? Так что вот так. Ну да. Угу. 20 лет, да. Угу. Ну да, тоже, конечно. Я тебя понял. О, кот пришел. Угу. Угу. Тимон, ты чё орёшь? Алло, что-то связь плохая.
Чё? А.
Ясно. Ладно, давай тогда созвонимся, деньги капают. Давай. Это время уже, да, давай. Потому что там долго не сиди. Давай. Да, Димон. Ну чё там? Чего играешь?
Да, это просто GreedFall.
А?
GreedFall.
Вот эту за бабу, да, играешь?
Да. Потихонечку помираю.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities.
Как мне пролететь тут за
His
12
reputation in
секунд надо?
Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Блин.
He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going.
Так,
Goodbye,
нам надо вот
Excellency.
прямо туда, четко, да,
Goodbye,
полететь.
Lady de
Ты мне
Sade.
объясни, как просто, я хочу сам попробовать. Давай тот мне. А это поставь. Не, да, сними тот пульт, а тот туда поставь. Давай сюда. О, тот поставь. Давай мне. Че, сейчас ты мне объясни, хочу сам попробовать. Ну что ты будешь за меня что ли все проходить? Я ж тоже хочу. Ты объясни, как надо. Окей. Ну.
А ты как летишь?
Ну.
Нажимай на треугольник и на себя.
Ну так. Ну я знаю, ну.
На себя. Так что летит у тебя.
Ну видишь, он. Почему он вниз падает? Че, я успел? Ну.
Только ты не успел третий контролировать.
Да? Да, попробуем еще раз. На. Лучше Виктор же больше ничего не писал. Что-то Настюшки нас ждет.
Lively there, lads and lasses!
Давай
I
посмотрим.
promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life.
А, ну. Надо круг еще удерживать.
Some children we'd been best to
Торможение в воздухе.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's
Личный
niece.
кадр.
All is in order. We will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's
Так,
office.
куда мне? Ну, мне ехать-то.
Be back soon, Captain.
А слышь, ты уже за карту, что ли, заехал? Это что, надо открывать вот эти, Сань? Мы здесь все сделали.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin.
Have no fear.
I'm still without news of my cabin.
When did you see?
It was about the...
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords?
Настя, что
I
ты
don't
брал?
think so, but it's different.
Настя!
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking.
Take a look around. There are far, as long as they don't try and get on my ship. That's said. We did catch ourselves
A smuggler?
in the port jails. Not why I ask you.
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Ptolemy has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They were making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain but we won't allow you to make...
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than typhon.
You haven't heard any. To be honest.
Did you say he was my men's?
That isn't.
Let's go and find him.
Happy to be of some help.
Could you tell me a little about you?
We are
thanks to your magic?
Our magic, yes. That only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons. It's how the guild is made and maintained.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a Captain Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Непродуваемые штаны, термобелье и свитер. Шикарно.
Да, я видела непродуваемые эти, штаны и
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
If you wore a Nort uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients. But it's doable.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd see someone go to all this trouble to break into a prison.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs. Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
А, чё он сходил в налоговую? Ну, как всегда, у нас же винил все умные. Пришел добрый, сидят. Пошел, сделал такой, представляешь? Я ему объяснила, говорю, ты при продаже ксерокопии сними, потому что не надо оригинал отдавать. Лекарство. Вы представляешь, это хорошо, что у меня еще копия осталась, и оригинал остался. Они вот ее забрали, там, в конце, ну, копию ему дали. А если бы не было... Ты про дарение? Да. И это самое... Голос такой жизнь. Обидели. Ну и чё? Вот это. Ну, я в отдельном файле положила оригиналы, и говорю, видишь, эти с русскими печатями, вот это отдавать не надо. Нету бумажки, нету бумажки. Ксерокопию сделай, ксерокопию отдавай, это не давай. А жизнь просит, вот если спросит, то покажи. Вот, он пошел, сделал, значит, ксерокопию мне принес туда, ну и положил, значит, дарственное, сверху купли-продажи. Ну, а снизу вот это вот, что там никто не зарегистрирован, если ты понимаешь, она нахрен нужна, эта бумажка. Это тетка, которая сидит в окошке, смотрела на куплю-продажу, вам надо декларацию писать. Он говорит, у меня договор дарения. Там, сейчас, бежал куда-то, привела вторую. Она говорит, ну, договор дарения все равно надо платить. И никто бумажки не читает. То есть они у них в руках, они прочитают только куплю-продажу и все. Вот. А я ей говорю, у меня дарственная. Они говорят, ну это если только от родственников, тогда 3 года. Она говорит, у меня дарственная одна тень. Да. Ну тогда вам не надо. Вам надо только принести еще ксерокопию свидетельства о рождении. И еще написать какую-то там, короче, заявление. Какое? Ну как там? О снятии, может, с налогового учета. Или еще что-то. Ну, какую-то бумажку еще надо написать, и к этой бумажке приложить вот эти 3 ксерокопии. Свидетельство о рождении, свидетельство дарственное, ой, ксерокопию дарственное, ксерокопию свидетельства о рождении и ксерокопию при продаже. Ну, то есть они их держат в руках бумажки, но они их не читают. Нормально. Ну да. А то они там понапечатают. Не, или другой вариант. Скажут, откуда он написан. Может, читаем, что там написано. Иногда так делают, папа читает. Слушай, не надо тут бумажку. Не, ну если завтра, то не получится. Завтра где-то идти. Ну, а Людмила, я вот ей про таблетку когда звонила, она идет. Ну, она их болит, там 4 кусочка получается. Там 4 штуки получить, 5 суток. Это ладно. Дальше дай мне.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
ты-то паришься? Нет, это понятное дело. Ты дала задачу человеку просто поговорить хотя бы узнать. Будет писать, не будет писать. Что будет? 4 дня прошло? За 4 дня времени не нашлось? Хорошо, у тебя не получается по каким-то причинам. Поэтому скажи, что так и так, давай по-другому узнаем, что ты предлагала там и так далее. А то тут, понимаешь, получается, ты подумала, пообещала помочь, а в итоге ты ж паришься-то.
Не, я схожу к нотариусу, выясню, объясню ей то, что я услышала и поняла, и на этом все, моя эта миссия закончена. Раз они не хотят ничего менять. Я больше должна признать.
Потому что это как-то странно. Людям хочешь помочь, потому что они по незнанию не знают, как поступить, и чтоб с носом человек не остался. А тут мало того, что ты там по каким-то причинам не хочешь это сделать, так ты и молчишь. Вот ты ей созвонить не будешь, она и дальше будет молчать. Она и так будет вообще про это.
Но это, скорее всего, так оно и будет. Просто я как бы, ну, во-первых, я уже пообещала, ты же знаешь, если обещаю, я делаю. Вот, это во-первых. А во-вторых, мне просто самой как бы, скажем так, бестолково, если, собственно, если я звонить узнать, если это можно сделать, они тогда
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move at all.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Ты уже запрашиваешься, грубо говоря, чтобы их помочь. За эти вообще ничего не скажешь. Еще и виноват.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
We can guarantee that your merchandise will leave with us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And bravo, Kurt. The commander will be most pleased.
The cargo shall make the voyage. Who will be at its reception once it's arrived?
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go and find the quartermaster. He will give you new instructions. Until then, I wish you a safe and pleasant voyage, Your Excellency. Kurt, good luck.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear.
I'm still without...
Could you tell me a little...
We are, as for others, tell them.
Could you tell me... What do you think of...
You thanks, certainly.
Miss Jonas,
As you will.
Be back soon, Captain. Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no naught. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They are trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right? Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Одного человека на всех счетах. Со всех счетов. На работе интересовались.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. But reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it will provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Théophrodie, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Théophrodie is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, Saint Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced Saint Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could. Forget what you have discovered, perhaps?
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the Illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Have you spoken with the ambassador? Has he accepted to give us refuge?
Да, за это зарплату получает. Я...
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Matthias, the founder of the mythical Ptolemy, and it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated. Or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful. It was nothing. I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart. Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the...
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do but pray that the Luminous might shield us from their lies.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
Она прийти должна была уже к тому моменту просто беззвучно. Нет, это другая уже пришла. А. Понятно. Но те, какие были до нее, я их не слышала. И спокойно спала. А еще меня это подразозлило, что вот это ПДНД, потому что я понимаю, что подходят числа этих авто
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. The kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Thank you, Laura. I need to be going. Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who was gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taking the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
Ты чё?
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart, and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Пирожков.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this. Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I am looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down to his neck, light brown? Blue eyes? Quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships.
Чем?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong-arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Это у кого? У кого? 53 тысячи.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Я лимонад, блин, пью редко, и то в основном только этот в последнее время. И его ты, блин, выпиваешь. Взяла себе 2 бутылочки, думаю, хватит на недельки на 2. Угу. На 2 дня-то еле хватило. Да? Давай.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact... It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means. There are some days when you'd rather get drunk all day than have to suffer.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Мне только за усы грызет. А это даже...
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nords?
Sir de Corsilion is a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
Точно ничего не вижу. Точно на это не вижу.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Кто это? Учитывая то, что для меня это приблизить свой рабочий день.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tifredi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events. chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nauts.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nauts. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nauts?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nauts as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Да по хребтине греб. И помер. Ага. Вот ты себе завтра накинешь тепленькое завтра?
Посмотрю дальше.
Father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
To my house, and death to the others! Father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
To my health! To my health! And death to the... To my health! And... To my health! And death to the others! To my health!
Как это все дёргается.
Father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
To my help! And death to the others! You're running out of energy. Drink a... To my help! And death to the others!
Чё вы такие злые, блядь?
Father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Lady de Sade, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? You've taken your son against his will and have locked him up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
If I hadn't taken him back, he would have been hauled off on one of the cursed ships.
If that's what he wants, then why would you want to stop him?
For his mother. She misses him so. But in the end, you may be right. My boy has changed. He hasn't spoken a word to me since we've been in this precarious predicament. Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell. Locked.
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes, even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure. Have you seen anything to your liking? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back.
My cabin boy.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Be back soon, Captain.
If you had any idea who I am,
Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
It's not possible just now. It's blocked.
Posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him.
Careful, Greenblood! You're wounded! To my health! And death to the others!
He's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress!
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been a reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt.
It is your Highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
Drink a potion!
Madam?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir-Fredi. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
You are quite right. I do have a thing or two to put in order.
Then be quick with it. There isn't much time left before the tide rolls out.
Be back soon, Captain.
Madam?
Are you ready?
We should be able to set...
Permission to board the ship.
Certainly. But keep it... If you have any farewells...
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir-Fredi. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nords are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come then. Let's send them ahead. So eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one.
Миленько. Шутненько. Нет, миленько. А такого не сложность, это как ебаный Dark Souls.
So eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures.
So eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor.
С мышкой мы не хотим так играть. А как с палочкой, так сразу, да?
So eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even...
Хорошо, а если я буду наоборот играть? Мышкой, а так.
brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Naughts are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast is awoken!
Those...
Ты так гениально управляешься, прям охуенно. А, так охуенно управляешься, что гениально.
Ты видел?
Угу.
Классный бой.
So eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told. The trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures.
Блокируется. Ебаный Dark Souls.
So eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
Ты пойдешь?
Завалишь? Вместо меня? Я пойду.
So eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be...
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling
So eager to discover Tir Fridin. My isle, my new city.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I have the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Madam, gentlemen. Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready her to wear! Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
Сколько там времени? 9. Ой, до 12 и спать. Завтра на работу опять.
Целую неделю больше нету.
Да я к тому, что если бы там была просто работа.
What a charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
No, not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health!
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope that there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.